Welcome, Aries. If you're hearing these words right now, maybe it's not by chance. The universe has arranged this moment for you to be right here, right now, at the exact time when an ancient prophecy of Nostradamus begins to awaken, quietly calling your name through the noise of the world. November 2025 isn't just another date on the calendar. It's a doorway of destiny, opening for those brave enough to walk through it. And if you've ever felt deep down that you were born for something greater, if you've ever heard that quiet voice inside whisper, "Stand up, your time has come," then this is that moment. Because in the forgotten pages of prophecy, Nostradamus once spoke of a red flame rising at the end of a turbulent year, a flame that bears your name, Aries. And now, as that light begins to spread across the horizon, come with me, let's begin the journey to uncover what the universe has been preparing for you all along, starting with the awakening of a fire that cannot be extinguished. The world is slowly closing the door on an old cycle. The final days of 2025 carry the breath of transformation, a time where darkness and light intertwine. And in that sacred meeting point, a fire begins to rise, fierce, radiant, and yet deeply compassionate. That fire is Aries. Nostradamus once wrote, "When the red flame rises at the end of a dark year, humanity will witness rebirth." Perhaps he saw something that we today are only beginning to feel, an awakening that starts deep within the heart, a quiet call from the universe reaching out to the brave souls willing to rise after all has fallen apart. And in that call, your name was spoken, Aries. This November is more than a moment in time. It is a sacred initiation. Like a torch being passed from the hands of destiny, it invites you to step into a new chapter where old limits dissolve and infinite possibilities begin to unfold. Aries, you were not born to move faster than others. You were born to lead, to walk the path no one dares to take, to believe when everyone else still doubts. You may have faced storms that tore through your plans, moments when faith was tested to its breaking point, but it's within those cracks that the light found its way in. You've fallen, felt lost, questioned everything, and yet, your inner fire never died. It only went quiet, waiting for a greater wind from the universe to ignite it again. And November is that wind. This is the moment when you'll feel a strong pull from within, as if your soul is calling you home to your original mission. It's no longer about small ambitions or competing with others. It's about remembering who you truly are and reconnecting with the sacred energy that beats at the heart of the cosmos. True wealth, in its deepest sense, is not the number in your account. It's the abundance in your mind, the freedom in your heart, and the peace that comes from knowing you already have everything you need to shine. When you see life from that truth, the whole world begins to change shape before you. Look back on the path you've traveled, every failure, every heartbreak, every tear. Each one was a golden brick the universe laid beneath your feet, so you could climb to the height you stand on today. Nothing was random. Every pain carried a hidden gift, and every fall whispered the same message. You are about to be born again, higher, brighter, stronger. Aries, if you're hearing this now, you can probably feel the shift moving around you. Maybe you can't name it yet, but it's there. In the chance encounters, in the moments of stillness when your heart feels lighter, in the quiet signs that life is rearranging itself in your favor. That's how the universe speaks directly to your soul. Don't be afraid. Every spark you nurture today will become the light someone else follows tomorrow. And sometimes the surest way to find your own faith again is to help reignite it in another. When you begin to believe that you can change your life, you've already done half the work. The rest is action. November isn't just asking you to dream. It's asking you to move. Even the smallest step can set the great wheel of destiny into motion. And perhaps even now, you can feel it, that new energy rushing in, a warmth spreading through your chest. Hold on to that feeling, because it's the sign that Mars, your ruling planet, is awakening. The fire within you is ready to rise, and the journey ahead will reveal what the universe has been preparing for you all along. The power of the inner warrior, the one born to lead, to create, and to turn dreams into reality. November unfolds like a new dawn. Light slowly breaks through the mist, shining upon the mountains of will and faith. And there, high above Mars, your ruling planet begins to awaken, not as a warrior clad in iron, but as a soul remembering its true strength, the kind of power that doesn't roar in battle, but rises in the quiet courage of the heart. Aries, you were born of fire. In every cell of your being lives the whisper of the cosmos, act. But this time, action means something different. It's no longer impulsive, no longer chasing what glitters. It's conscious action, the kind that rises from deep trust, from the knowing that even if the road ahead is wrapped in fog, you are still moving in the right direction. There are moments in life when the whole universe seems silent, when prayers echo but no answer comes. Yet in that silence, Mars is asking, will you keep going even when nothing is certain? That's the question only the brave soul dares to answer through action. Look back for a moment, Aries. Each time you thought every door had closed, the universe was actually guiding you toward the right one. Every fall, every heartbreak taught you how to rise differently, calmer, wiser, brighter. Now Mars is activating your 10th house, the realm of career, legacy, and recognition. It's a sign that this month, the urge to step out and be seen will grow stronger. You'll feel the call to lead, to express, to become. But here's the miracle: the universe doesn't ask for perfection. It only asks for authenticity. The moment you begin, energy starts to move, like a stream cutting its way through stone, steady, unstoppable, alive. True strength isn't the absence of fear, it's walking through fear with faith. When you act even while trembling, but refuse to let fear lead, you're tuning into the frequency of trust. And that, Aries, is the frequency the universe hears most clearly. Imagine standing in the dark, holding a small flame in your hands. The wind howls, the night feels endless. But instead of letting it die, you shield the flame with your palms and step forward, one careful step at a time. The fire lights only a few feet ahead, but that's enough, because the universe never lights the whole path until you start walking. This November, opportunities will appear to test your courage. A new project, a partnership, a bold change of direction. Whatever form it takes, don't chase safety. Chase truth, because only when you live in truth do you align with the purest energy Mars offers, the power of a leader who loves, a warrior who heals. In today's world, courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's quiet, it's choosing integrity over comfort, walking away from what no longer fits, even when it means standing alone. It's saying no to what's easy, so you can say yes to what's real. And if you're listening to this right now, maybe in the stillness of the night, close your eyes for a moment. Feel the breath rising through your chest, the heartbeat steady beneath your ribs. That right there is Mars speaking. The planet isn't out in the sky, it lives within you, in that rhythm where will and love meet. This time you act not just to succeed, but to remind yourself, I will not give up even when no one believes. I will keep walking, even when the way is unclear. I will choose faith because I am the one who was chosen. And when you realize that truth, something begins to shift. The light within you starts to move. Every small action you take sends ripples through the cosmos. Mars may not hand you the reward right away, but it will give you the strength to create it. And soon, as you step forward with every ounce of courage you have, a door will open, shimmering, unexpected, magnificent. And on the other side, Jupiter will be waiting, arms full of light, ready to lead you into the realm of expansion, where prosperity isn't just about money, but about the flowering of your soul. There are moments in life when it feels as if the invisible hand of the universe gently opens before you, inviting you to step through a door you've never seen before. For Aries, this November is that moment. Because Jupiter, the planet of expansion and divine fortune, now illuminates your second house, the realm of wealth, self-worth, and the deepest confidence of the soul. If Mars is the fire of action, then Jupiter is the lantern of wisdom and faith, a gentle light strong enough to lead you out of the shadows of doubt. You've worked hard this year. You've endured. You've planted countless seeds. And now, Jupiter's presence arrives as the universe's quiet reply. It's time to harvest. But the abundance Jupiter brings isn't measured in numbers or bank balances. It lives in the awakening of self-value, that sacred realization that you don't need to compete or prove or chase. You simply need to believe that you are worthy. True wealth in its purest form is an energy, a current made of trust and allowing. When you believe you deserve the good, every door to prosperity begins to open on its own. Imagine yourself standing in a garden after the rain. Sunlight filters through droplets on the leaves, shimmering like 1,000 tiny coins scattered by the heavens. But to gather them, you must open your hands. You must trust that you have the right to touch that beauty. If you keep your fists clenched in fear, those drops will fall away, just like missed chances that were meant for you. Aries, Jupiter is teaching you that prosperity is not a reward, it's a state of being. When you begin to believe in your own worth, money stops being something you chase and becomes something that walks beside you. This month, an offer, a collaboration, or a new source of income may appear. But beneath it all, the universe is asking you one simple question. Do you trust yourself enough to receive? Because abundance doesn't come to those who beg for it. It comes to those who are ready for it. And you, Aries, are more ready than ever. We often think that to have more, we must do more, but Jupiter reminds you, sometimes success flows not from force, but from the gentle energy of gratitude. Try this one morning before checking your phone. Take a deep breath and whisper, "I am living in abundance." That single phrase sends a signal straight to the universe, telling it your heart is open, that you are ready to receive. Because Jupiter isn't just a planet of wealth. It's the spiritual teacher of thankfulness. When you're grateful for small things, you tune into the frequency of greater things. When you see value in your work, in your relationships, in your home, in your breath, you're already living in prosperity. And from that frequency, money and opportunity simply follow. If life has felt like a long uphill battle, Jupiter's message is clear. That struggle is nearing its end. Instead of fighting the current, learn to flow with it. Let your actions be guided by inspiration, not fear. Let your plans be born from joy, not pressure, because money loves ease, prosperity loves gratitude, and the universe loves a soul that smiles while receiving. Aries, you don't have to strain to prove your worth. Your calm confidence is enough to make the cosmos take notice. Every opportunity, every connection, every flow of abundance will find you naturally, like rivers finding their way to the sea, because that's what they are meant to do. So this November, write your own affirmation. Say it softly, but say it with conviction. I am ready to receive infinite abundance. And the moment you do, trust that the universe has already begun to move. When belief and action unite, Jupiter opens the long-awaited gate, and beyond it lies more than gold or success. There, you'll meet the souls destined to walk beside you, bringing the kind of wealth that can never fade, the wealth of connection and purpose. Love always seems to arrive in the moments we least expect, when we stop searching, stop proving, and simply allow ourselves to be. This November, Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and harmony, moves through your 11th house, the realm of dreams, community, and soul connections. And that means, Aries, you're entering a rare phase, a time when love and human connection become the bridge that leads you toward your deepest destiny. Imagine this. Among the countless crossroads of your life, someone appears gentle as a winter breeze. They don't arrive with noise or drama, but with an energy so calm it quiets everything inside you. This person isn't an accident of fate. They are a soul who once promised to return, to awaken something that's been sleeping within you. Perhaps they won't stay forever. Maybe they've come only to help you remember something forgotten, love, trust, or the softness you once hid behind life's armor. Venus doesn't just teach romantic love. She teaches the art of connection. Connection with others, with life, and with your own being. Because sometimes love isn't about meeting the right person. It's about meeting yourself reflected through another soul. When you love deeply, you're not just loving them. You're seeing the most beautiful parts of yourself mirrored in their eyes. Aries, you are the universe's warrior, strong, confident, determined. But this month, Venus invites you to take off your armor and return to the tender part of you that still believes in wonder. Because in the world of Venus, true power isn't control, It's the ability to stay open. Courage this time isn't about charging into battle. It's allowing someone to see your unpolished, imperfect self without fear of being hurt. Think of the people who have crossed your path, those fleeting connections that somehow left a lasting mark. Maybe they didn't stay, but they planted a seed, a reminder that love is the art of letting go without losing faith. And perhaps this month, someone new will arrive to show you that love doesn't have to hurt. It can be as gentle as moonlight and as warm as the first sun after a long night. In the vibration of Venus, every relationship becomes a mirror, reflecting your soul's evolution. The more gratitude you hold for the people who have walked beside you, as lovers, friends, or teachers, the wider the doors of connection will open, because the universe always listens to hearts that say thank you. At its deepest level, love isn't just two people finding each other. It's two souls recognizing they've been walking the same path of light all along. And when you meet someone who brings peace instead of chaos, that's not coincidence, that's soul alignment. You may be in a relationship or you may be alone right now. But Venus whispers this truth: being alone is not the same as being lonely. It's the sacred space where you learn to love yourself, so that when love arrives, you won't need anyone to fill the empty spaces. You'll meet them from a place of wholeness. Aries, let yourself be soft. Call that friend you've been meaning to reach out to. Write the letter you never sent. Say thank you to those who once hurt you, because in their own way they made you wiser, deeper, more compassionate. Every word of gratitude is a small act of healing, a way of mending your own heart. This November, let Venus teach you that love is the art of presence, to show up fully in the moment, to listen with your heart, to speak with sincerity. Love doesn't need you to be perfect. It just needs you to be real. And when you start living from that energy, gentle, empathetic, and open, you'll see the truth. Love isn't something to find. It's something you radiate. Within this vibration, something new begins to unfold. When you learn to love yourself and the world around you, your body and mind start to change too. Balance returns. Energy flows freely again. You feel lighter, clearer, freer, as if love itself is healing every tired part of you. And in that renewal, you step into the foundation of peace and inner strength. That will carry you through everything that comes next. Every human being carries a flame within, a fire of life, of passion, of the will to keep moving forward. But even the brightest flame fades if it's never tended. Aries, you are the sign of action, of speed, of beginnings. You run, you fight, you create. But this month, the universe places a gentle hand on your shoulder and whispers, it's time to pause and breathe. The world never stops turning, but that doesn't mean you have to spin with it all the time. Mars, your ruling planet, has given you the fire of strength and drive. But Venus and Jupiter, the teachers of softness and expansion, want you to learn something deeper. True strength isn't about running faster. It's about knowing when to slow down, when to listen to your body, when to rest. Sometimes we forget that this body isn't a machine. It's a temple, a home for the soul, a cradle where dreams are born, a vessel where miracles take shape. Every breath you take, every beat of your heart is proof that you're still here, still being given another chance to begin again, to love yourself, to live more completely. Look outside your window. The leaves are changing color. Autumn always arrives as a teacher of release, to let go of what's old and make room for renewal. Your body needs that too. It needs rest, attention, love. A warm cup of water in the morning, a full night of sleep. One long, slow breath. Sometimes that's all it takes for your soul to whisper thank you. Aries, you cannot conquer the world with a tired body. You cannot shine your light when your heart is heavy with tension. Remember, balance isn't about standing still. It's about knowing how to dance with your own rhythm. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself walking down a quiet forest path. Light filters through the trees, touching your skin like a blessing from nature. The wind hums softly. The scent of earth rises beneath your feet. The birds sing somewhere in the distance, and everything reminds you you belong to this earth. And the earth, in her infinite compassion, always knows how to heal you. In a world that never stops talking, stillness has become the rarest gift you can give yourself. So take a few minutes each day to just sit, to hear your heart beat, to feel your own presence. In that quiet, you'll realize you don't have to prove anything. You are already enough. You are already worthy of love, even when you're imperfect. Treat your body as your most loyal companion. It has fought for you even when you forgot about it. It has kept beating, breathing, mending wounds in silence. Don't demand more from it. Begin to thank it. Thank your legs for carrying you through life. Thank your hands for all they've built. Thank your eyes for still finding beauty in this world. Because when a person begins to respect their body, they also begin to respect life itself. And when you respect life, you stop fearing time, you stop worrying about the future. You simply live fully, deeply, one breath, one heartbeat at a time. Listen closely. What is your body trying to tell you? Maybe it needs rest. Maybe it needs an apology. Maybe it just needs a gentle hug from you. Don't wait until exhaustion reaches your bones to start listening. Because when the body is strong, the mind becomes clear and your energy flows again, like a river no longer blocked. And when that current moves freely, every door in your life begins to open with ease. So Aries, before you write the next chapter of your success, come home to your foundation, your breath, your body, your inner peace. Love yourself with the same passion you've given the world. That's where every miracle begins. And when your mind, body, and soul finally move as one, you'll witness something extraordinary. Every dream, every vision, every possibility will start to take shape, clearer, closer, more real. Because in that moment, you're no longer just living. You're becoming the life your soul wrote among the stars. Every morning when the first ray of sunlight touches your window, a quiet miracle unfolds, the beginning of a new day, a new breath, a new chance to trust life again. And just like that, this November, the universe is offering you, Aries, a chance to begin anew, to create your own reality. This is a sacred time when your energy aligns with the rhythm of the stars. Jupiter opens the gates of prosperity. Venus teaches the art of love. And now the universe wants you to master its greatest lesson, the art of manifestation. When you understand manifestation, you begin to see life isn't a series of random events. It's a mirror reflecting what you believe. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you believe you deserve. And belief, dear Aries, isn't something you find out there. It's something you plant within your own mind every single day. Imagine this. You hold a small seed in your hand. If you plant it while filled with doubt, you'll water it with worry. But if you plant it with faith, you'll water it with light. That seed will grow not just because the soil is fertile, but because you believed it could. Your life works the same way. Every dream, every wish, every vision, they all bloom from the faith you cultivate within. Aries, you are the first sign of the Zodiac, the pioneer, the initiator. You carry the spark of the first thought, the first step, the first creation. That's why the universe chose you to learn the sacred lesson of co-creation. You weren't meant to wait for miracles. You were born to be the miracle. And the key to doing that lies in two simple words: thank you. When you live in gratitude, you send a clear signal to the universe: I'm ready for more. Gratitude isn't just for what has already arrived, it's for what's on its way. When you give thanks in advance, you're telling the universe, I trust your timing, and that trust becomes the magnet for every blessing. Tonight, take a quiet moment. Find a small piece of paper and write down 3 things you want to manifest this month. But don't write them like a wish list. Write them as if they've already happened. For example, instead of saying, I want a better job, write, I am so grateful for the amazing job that allows me to grow and brings me joy every day. Feel the difference. When you write with gratitude, you shift from wanting to receiving, and that's when the magic begins. Aries, you often move fast, you crave action, results, progress. But the universe flows slower than human time. It requires patience, trust, and an open heart. Everything you send out, every thought, every dream, every act of kindness is being heard. It's just that the results arrive when your soul is ready to receive, not when your mind demands them. Remember this: gratitude turns waiting into receiving. When you are grateful, you stop asking, when will it happen? And begin saying, I know it's already on its way. That's the difference between living in fear and living in faith. If you're listening to this now, take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. Think Think of all that you already have: a body that breathes, a soul that keeps learning, a heart that still knows how to love, a journey that continues. All of these are forms of wealth you often forget to honor, because abundance doesn't begin in your wallet, it begins in your mind. When your heart vibrates with gratitude, your energy rises to a higher frequency, the frequency of love, of light, of wholeness. And at that frequency, you no longer chase what you desire, finds you naturally. Aries, believe that you are co-creating with the universe. Every thought, every word, every action carries the power to shape what's coming. The universe is simply waiting for you to say, "I'm ready." And when you say it truly from your heart, the gates of prosperity open. So this month, live as if you already have everything you've asked for. Smile at the little things. Give thanks before life delivers. And one morning, without even realizing it, you'll wake up and see what you once prayed for has quietly become real. And when your soul reaches that sacred vibration, the vibration of gratitude and trust, another door will open. A door not just to wealth or success, but to destiny itself. The place where every prophecy, even the words of Nostradamus, finds its way home to the one who was always meant to receive it. As this journey gently draws to a close, there is one thing Nostradamus saw through the veils of time: not just wealth or fame, but the awakening of the pioneering soul. He foresaw a new generation, born to illuminate, to redefine success, to bring the heart back into a world that has long been driven only by logic. And among that generation, Aries, you are the one chosen to lead the way. You are not merely a symbol of beginnings. You are a soul sent here to rekindle faith in hearts that have forgotten how to dream. Every step you've taken, even the uncertain ones, has carried the mark of destiny. You were never meant to walk a pre-made path, you were meant to create one. Throughout this journey, you've learned that true abundance is not something built outside of you, it is a state of being within. You've traveled from action to faith, from desire to gratitude, and now you understand. Real wealth is not what fills your account, but what fills your heart when it gives. A truly wealthy person is not one who has everything, but one who gives without fear of losing. They know that every time we share our light, it doesn't grow dim, it expands. Aries, perhaps you've known loss, felt dreams slip away, but those experiences shape the depth of your compassion. You've learned to understand others' pain because you've walked through your own. You've learned to love not only with emotion but with mercy. And when you choose kindness, you don't just heal yourself, you heal the world around you. Never underestimate the power of small acts. A gentle word, a simple kindness, or even a loving glance can change the course of someone's life. And sometimes the greatest miracles arise not from grand gestures, but from those quiet moments when we choose love instead of judgment. The world today needs more souls like you, those who balance courage with compassion. You are living proof that a warrior can fight with love, and a healer can burn with fire. When you share your light, you help redefine what success means in this new era. Success is no longer climbing alone, it's helping others rise with you. Happiness is no longer about having, it's about creating together. Aries, know that the universe didn't choose you by chance. It saw in you a primal, pure, radiant energy, the essence of the trailblazer. No matter how the world changes, as long as you keep that flame in your heart alive, darkness will never prevail. Live with gratitude, act with kindness. Let every day be proof that light still exists, even in the dimmest hours, because when you do, you don't just change your own life, you awaken faith in countless souls, still finding their way through the night. So share your story, Aries. Tell the world what you've overcome, the dreams you refused to abandon, the moments you rose when no one believed you could. Because perhaps your story will be the torch that lights the path for someone else still lost in the dark. Here we stand, in November of 2025, under the same sky, where the stars still whisper stories of courage, faith, and light. And if you listen closely enough, you'll hear it, that ancient voice saying, Aries, you are the miracle. Thank you, Aries, for being here, for daring to believe in your own light. May this November bring you peace, prosperity, and a renewed sense of purpose, where every action flows from love, and every dream is guided by faith.